Did you hear that rent control is off the ballot? Today, we're discussing some breaking news in Massachusetts real estate. You see, the proposed rent control ballot question has officially been removed from the 2026 ballot. Jordan, what happened?
Yeah, that's right, Norman. So the Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court just ruled that the ballot initiative can't move forward. And that decision wasn't based on whether rent control is a good policy or a bad policy. Instead, the court found that the proposal violated constitutional rules governing ballot questions.
Okay, so to be clear, the court didn't actually vote against rent control itself.
That's right. So the court's issue was actually with the way the ballot question was written. The proposal included an exemption for certain religious housing organizations, and the court determined that ballot initiatives in Massachusetts can't involve religious matters in that way.
Okay. So what would this proposal have done if it had actually made it onto the ballot?
If it had made it onto the ballot and passed, the measure would have repealed the state's ban on rent control, which has actually been in place since 1994, and also would have limited annual rent increases to whichever is lower, either 5% or the rate of inflation.
Okay. That's a pretty significant change. What does this ruling mean for landlords and property owners right now?
For the immediate future, it removes a lot of uncertainty. Property owners, investors, and developers no longer have to prepare for a statewide vote on rent control in 2026, at least. And for now, the current laws remain unchanged.
Okay. What about tenants and housing advocates?
Yes, many housing advocates see this as a setback because they were hoping voters would have the opportunity to decide the issue themselves. However, many experts believe, as do we, that conversation around housing affordability is far from over.
Okay. So even though this ballot question is gone, the broader issue isn't going away.
Exactly. So Massachusetts is going to continue to face housing affordability challenges, and we can expect lawmakers, housing advocates, landlords, and industry professionals to keep debating possible solutions in the years ahead.
Yeah. So if you're a homeowner, landlord, investor, or someone just thinking about entering the real estate market, what's the biggest takeaway?
I'd say the biggest takeaway is that rent control is off the ballot for this year, for 2026, but housing policy will remain one of the most important issues facing our state. So staying informed will be critical because future legislation and new proposals are almost certain to emerge.
Yeah, that's great insight. We'll continue following developments in the Massachusetts housing market and keep you updated as new information becomes available.
That's right. So thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to seeing you next time.
And have a great day.